Hello and welcome to this Oak Tree English video on the Ascentis ESOL Entry 3 Speaking and Listening exam. There are two parts to the speaking and listening exam. They are listening and speaking. Stop me if this is getting confusing. Each has two parts, making four in total. First, listening. You listen to a short talk and answer questions about it. You'll hear it 3 times. You will be asked to listen for gist and detail. Gist is the main idea. Next, you listen to someone telling you what to do. You answer questions showing you understand instructions. In the speaking exam, there are 2 tasks. The first is an everyday conversation, a role play with your teacher. You must remember to ask 2 questions. Your teacher will pretend to be someone like a manager or a guide or a salesperson, and you must talk to them about an idea or a place or a product or something comparable. You will be told the topic in the exam. You will be expected to take some notes to allow you to ask your teacher to repeat or clarify, which is an expectation at Entry 3. A good policy is to ask about a specific number or a spelling, and then to read it back to double check that you've got it right. The second part is a presentation and a discussion. Again, this will be with your teacher and 1 or 2 or even 3 other students. You'll be told what to speak about up to 2 weeks before, but, and this is important, you may not bring in any notes. You're being tested on your ability to speak, not on your ability to research or your memory to recite or your ability to read off a page. Don't worry about accuracy of fact. Only accuracy of language counts. The second part of the second part is to have a planning discussion with your group. Remember to pass the conversation around to other members of the group. Make sure everyone has an equal chance to speak. You'll need to make a decision and come to a conclusion at the end. Each person should ask at least 2 questions in this part as well. So that's 2 chances to ask 2 questions. Make sure you take the opportunity. Why? Here's why. The speaking exam has 9 criteria. You must do each of these things in at least one of the tasks to pass. You must make English sounds and say words with correct stress and sentences with correct intonation, that is, the rise and fall. You should choose good words in English to explain, instruct, be formal or informal, talk about your feelings, opinions, and likes and dislikes. You should use a structure, such as beginning, middle, and end. Use past, present, and perfect tenses with time markers to discuss different times. I have a video about that. You should keep it relevant and appropriate. Think about tenses, range of vocabulary and grammatical structures, articles, comparatives and superlatives. Make sure you are using them in a relevant way. You should give enough detail in your answers. If you're only answering with 1 word, you're doing it wrong. Useful words to help can be because, although, or but. Do you like chocolate? Yes, because it is delicious, although it can be fattening. But I also like the way it looks. Number 6 is to contribute. Make sure you talk. You can't pass a speaking exam without speaking. Again, stop me if I'm getting technical. You can show that you follow the discussion by using phrases like, you said you like chocolate. How do you feel about licorice? Remember to take turns and politely guide the conversation. You can say what your opinions are. You can say what you think, what you like, but you must also listen to other people's opinions too. You should plan together. This is done by suggesting something and listening to other suggestions to accept or reject. And finally, I told you to ask 2 questions in 2 parts, 4 questions in total. Ask questions. You cannot pass this exam without asking open questions. So remember to ask in both the conversation and the presentation. Open questions usually begin with a question word like who, what, where, why, and when. Don't forget to invert the auxiliary. Where is she from? Not where she is from. If you do these things, you should pass the exam. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please remember to like, share and subscribe to Oak Tree English. Thank you.